lovely people, and welcome to Tarot with Nia. Well, we've reached the end of the year. We're in December 2025, and today I'm going to do the monthly reading for December 25, the last month of this year. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the current energy of December. Okay, we're going to have a look at the challenges that might be coming in during December for you, and we're going to have a look at a message of guidance perhaps from Spirit. So what Spirit is telling us about the month. Okay, so what we'll do first, Spirit, please, is have the energy of December for our lovely collective here on YouTube, please. Can we have the energy for December? And we've got the Justice card. Okay, so the Justice card talks about balance. It talks about evening things out in our lives, perhaps taking things that might be leaning too far one way on us and putting them back into balance, okay? So the energy of December is balance, putting things into balance. It can sometimes mean as well that there is a court case looming for some of you. You might be awaiting a result on a court case, okay? And it looks very likely that you might have that result in December, or the case might be put to court in December, okay? That'll only be true for some of you, but for most of you, it'll be balance during the month, okay? Spirit, can we now have the challenge for December, please? Can we have the challenge? Oh, and that came straight away. Okay. The challenge is the Lovers card. So the Lovers is Gemini energy. We've got Libra energy there with the Justice. We've got Gemini energy with the Lovers card. Okay. So it might be that you might find that some of you who are looking for love, okay, because this has come under our challenge for December, then it could be telling us that finding a love during December could be slightly challenging, okay? But I'd say there's a lot of opportunity. The month of December is full of parties, Christmas parties and things, okay? So there's plenty of places you can go to find love if you're looking for it. And I think that's the message Spirit's trying to tell us here, is that if you're looking for love, you have to put yourself out there and look for it during December, okay? So let's now have your word of advice, please, Spirit, for December. What's your word of advice? And the word of advice is the World card. Okay. Now, the World card is a card of culmination, the end of a cycle, which is perfect for December 25, okay? Because we're ending a complete cycle and starting 2026 as a year one, if you're into numerology, okay? 2026 is a number one year. It's where we start afresh. So this December is about closing old cycles, closing old parts of our life that we don't want to take on into 2026, into the new cycle. I also feel the World card, I also feel it gives that energy of the world's your oyster. Going forward into 2026, then the world will be your oyster because you will have completed lots of other cycles, and now it's time to start afresh again. After the end of December, you will start afresh. You will start a new cycle, and that's so positive for this time of year, and it couldn't be more apt really for December, okay? Particularly this December. We're at the end of this cycle and we're going into a new one in 2026. So this World card is showing us that we've completed what we needed to in this last cycle, and now it's time to start the new cycle in the next year. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get some clarifiers on these to give us a bit of a fuller picture on what's going on in December. Can we please clarify that Justice card, please? Can we clarify the Justice card? The current energy. Oh, and I've got 2, and I'll take them. They wanted to come out, so we'll take them. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is a lovely queen, okay? She's leader. She is giving and receiving. She's the queen of material abundance, okay? So this is telling me that if you keep a balance this December, then abundance is coming your way. You'll be able to step into this Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? If you're looking at working on something in December, I would say as long as you keep your balance in whatever you're working on, it looks very, very good financially for you. And, you know, the Queen of Pentacles brings that feminine energy. Perhaps there's this type of person in your life, somebody who you can depend on financially, who is so giving to you, okay? Maybe you've got somebody like this in your life, or maybe somebody's coming into your life right now who has this energy. So look out for her as well. And I say her, okay, we all have feminine and masculine energy within us, so it could be a man, okay, with these qualities as well. So look out for somebody like that coming in. If this isn't you, and if it's not somebody who you can feel in your life right now, then this person could be coming in for you, okay? And you can step into that energy. The other card that came out for you was the 7 of Pentacles. So again, money energy here. With the 7 of Pentacles, you've planted a lot of seeds already, okay? And now you're seeing what's growing for those seeds. And you're secure, okay? But there's something about this that maybe doesn't completely fulfill you. So it might be that you've got a career that pays you well, that you're quite materially abundant with, okay, with that Queen of Pentacles, but maybe it doesn't fulfill you, or maybe you've gotten a little bit bored with it now, okay? So this 7 is telling me that you've planted a lot of seeds and you're reaping the rewards. You're reaping the rewards with this Queen. But maybe there's something else that you want to look into now. Maybe your seeds have grown to a point and now you want to bloom them in another way. Does that make sense? Okay, so there might be something new you're kind of pondering over or looking at there financially. Okay, let's clarify this Lovers card. Please, Spirit. The challenge is the Lovers. Why is the Lovers a challenge? And moving into calmer waters, okay. So we've got the 6 of Swords. And like I say, the 6 of Swords talks about moving into calmer waters. So, you might have had issues in love. And your challenge is now to sort out those issues so that you can move into calmer waters. You might have had a turbulent relationship with somebody recently, and now that needs to calm down. You need to, during the month of December, just move into calmer waters. If some of you have been arguing about things, stop arguing and just discuss things clearly and adult-like, I would say. Because, you know, we've got the Swords energy, and the Swords are all about clarity, all about working with the mind, okay? So don't let maybe emotions cloud you here. Think with your head and move into those calmer waters. Deal with things calmer if you've had trouble in relationships, okay? I would say that, of course, lovers could just be a partnership. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. So maybe you've got a business partner that maybe you haven't been agreeing on things with each other, you know? So now's the time to sort of discuss and talk about things like adults and move forward into calmer waters so that the future can be calmer between you. That's what I feel from this, okay? And, you know, that water does look lovely the other side, okay? So your life can be lovely and you're moving on now into a calmer life. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Can we please have a clarifier for the world card, your advice for December, please? Wow, okay. And if we didn't already have enough abundance in this reading, okay, Now we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Now the Nine of Pentacles is all about material abundance. It's the full-on money card. You know, she's happy in everything she's got materially. She is completely happy. She's completely content with everything she's got, okay? And, you know, you've already got the Queen here as well. Wow, with those two cards together. I would say for a lot of you, there's money coming in, okay? I would say there's money coming in. I'd say money coming in for past efforts. Money coming in perhaps from things you've planted in the past that will suddenly start to reap rewards, okay? You will start reaping the rewards of something you've done in the past here. And, okay, this with the World card, maybe you've come to the end of a cycle where you didn't have the material abundance that you wished for, okay? But now, the end of this cycle, the start of the new one, brings in that amazing abundance, right? Financial abundance. I'm talking money, and I'm not talking small money here, because she's totally fulfilled. She's got more than enough. She's got enough to give to who she wants to. She's got enough to be generous, okay? So there's a lot of thankfulness, gratitude, and giving in this Nine of Pentacles card as well, okay? So you'll be in a position where you've got so much money that you can give it to causes, charities, people you love, people who need it. You know, maybe invest in things, invest in businesses. This is all the money you need coming in, okay? And I know that can be different for all of us. Some of us might want millions. Some of us might want to just live with no financial pressure at all, just to be that comfortable financially, okay? And I feel for a lot of you that is coming in. It's coming in. You're not going to have to worry about money. I feel like in this old cycle, culminating now in December, okay, December 25, the end of this cycle is the end of any financial worry you had. Okay, I really feel that, because abundance is now coming in for you. Okay, this is lovely. Lovely December. Okay, I mean, some of you might get lots of money left as Christmas presents, okay, those of you that celebrate Christmas, but I don't feel it's that. I feel it's something much bigger than that. Okay, I think it's something you've worked on that is suddenly going to boom financially. Okay, really get that feeling from this reading. So let's have a look at this now from a few different aspects. So I'd say, if you're looking for love, I would say keep balanced in what you're looking for. Know what you're looking for when it comes to love. I think it's very important that we know what we want. And if people don't align with that, what we want, then they're not right for us. We need to align with people who want what we want, and or at least want some of what we want, okay? You know, okay, it's a lot to ask for somebody with everything we want, but as long as most of it is what we want, then make sure for that. Don't sort of settle for anything less, I'd say, if you're looking for love. And, you know, look for this Queen of Pentacles. There could be a feminine energy coming into your life that is quite financially abundant. Okay, so that might be a love interest for you. Like I say, it doesn't have to be female because it's a queen. It can be male, okay, but it's somebody with those qualities. And again, you've done a lot of work, you've planted a lot of seeds, and you are reaping the rewards now. But I do feel like you do want to look into something else. So I feel like maybe relationship-wise, you maybe would like to look for somebody who's maybe a bit different to people you've been with before, perhaps, you know. And with this Lovers being your challenge this month could be to go out there, put yourself out there, look for that love, okay? Because it is out there for you. And if you have been arguing with partners or disagreeing, then I would say put it behind you now and move forward positively into those calmer waters. Okay. And then relationship wise, if you're looking at the world as the end of a cycle, I'd say everything you want is coming for you. Okay. Because this card is lovely. And yes, it's money. Okay. In essence, it's money. But if we're looking at it relationship wise, it would be that abundance. It would be that safety. Okay. And if we're looking at this career wise, I would say things look really good for you. You're already making a lot of money. You need to keep balanced and think, what else can I put my money into now? Is there something new I want to start? Okay. Then partnerships, make sure your partnerships are balanced. Make sure your partnerships are clear. You know what you want in the partnership so you can move on with calm waters, calmness, no arguments, no disagreements. Okay, you're on the same page. And then career wise, the end of a cycle, the start of a new one coming in, and wow, it's an abundant start. Okay, so whatever you're working on is going to be very, very, very profitable for you. Okay, it's going to bring in a lot of money. I do feel for a large majority of you, this is a money reading, okay, for December. Money is going to be important, and money is coming in. It's coming in at the end of the month, I would say, with the world, with the end of the current cycle. And it's a great deal of money. So I'd even say, you know what, if some of you, not that I'm telling anybody to gamble, but if some of you want to do the lottery, December's a good month to do it, okay? Because there's a lot of money coming in from somewhere. But I do feel for a lot of you, you're reaping the rewards of seeds you've sown quite a while ago, and they're suddenly coming to fruition. Okay, they're suddenly blooming. So keep an eye out for that, I'd say, during December, everyone, okay? What I'm going to do now to finish the reading is take a final message from the angels. We'll have a Starseed Oracle card, please. Just as a final message for December. What's the final thing you want to say, Spirits, to our lovely collective here on YouTube for December? And we've got the Messenger card. Okay. And it says, Cyrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. Wow, which was the first card we had out. So harmony and balance this month in December, okay? So moving into these calmer waters. Not being so conflicted. Having that balance of mind and emotion during December. Finishing out this cycle with balance. Okay? Because it's going to make you feel a lot better to have that balance in your life. I feel like this entire reading is telling us, okay, during December, to be balanced in every interaction we have with different people, with our career, our money. Make sure that everything is in balance, because if it is, you're going to be abundant at the end of it all, okay? So by the end of the year, this abundance is starting to come in for you, okay? What a lovely reading. What a lovely December you've got ahead, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss another reading. And wow, the end of the year looks lovely. Balance, cut out arguments, move on to calmer waters, and go into 2026 with the positivity of and abundance. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, then leave me a comment below. Let me know how it resonated with you. And if it didn't resonate, then gently let it go. And maybe pass it on to someone who you think this might be relevant for. Have a lovely December. And if you celebrate Christmas, have a lovely Christmas. And I'll be having a 2026 reading coming up over the next couple of weeks. And remember to check that out to see what's coming for you in 2026. And until next time, have a good month, and I'll see you next time.